This should be played at high volume, preferably in a residential area.
Hello and welcome to Empire Movie Club. I'm Seamus.
I am Lucas.
Yep. This week we watched The Incredible Burt Wonderstone. This movie is about two stage magicians named Burt Wonderstone and Anton Marvelton who are suddenly going head-to-head with a street magician played by Jim Carrey. And they put their friendship on the line, trying to go against it. Initial thoughts.
Okay, I was not excited at all for this movie. I just thought it was going to be another crappy movie. And I wasn't entirely wrong.
I went into this movie thinking that it was going to be really bad and it wasn't going to be funny. And like Brogan said, I wasn't totally wrong. But I did end up enjoying it. And
Yeah.
I thought that it was like
Ultimately.
it's not terrible, I thought.
Ultimately walk out of it and you're like, okay, I had fun.
This movie stars Steve Carell, who plays Burt Wonderstone.
Yes, he does.
And it's not like the performance of his career or anything, but I mean, he wasn't bad in it. Like, he's Steve Carell. I don't think he can do a bad job in anything. Steve Buscemi, who was Burt Wonderstone's assistant, Anton Marvelton. It was a very weak character, and they didn't do much with him. And Steve Buscemi's a really funny guy, but they did not utilize that at all. Yeah. Olivia Wilde, who plays Nicole, Jane.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah.
Jim Carrey was in this movie. It made me sad to watch. I was like Jim Carrey's such a funny guy, and he was this character acting, yes man aside. But it didn't do it with me at all with this movie. Like, his character was like a dick, and you could have put, Jude Law could have played that character and still done a good job. Like, it's just a one-dimensional character. He did a good job, I guess, but it's not Jim Carrey that I want. It wasn't very funny for a comedy, which is weird. Like, there were, I think 2 parts where I laughed in the entire movie. The humor was really weird. Yeah, it was just gross to watch. The part where he, cut his cheek open and pulled out the car.
Yeah, that was just nasty. I don't understand.
I don't want to watch that. I wish they had done more with the magic thing, just because it was you take... Like I said, all of these movies that have already been done, and they just put in some magic. Why did they not make it more of an Anchorman type thing?
Mm-hmm.
The characters were weak. There wasn't much to them. A lot of them were kind of one-dimensional. Olivia Wilde's character specifically, it was just a character you would see in everything. None of the characters that original. The thing is, Steve Carell, he had on a good face. He really tried in this movie. He kind of overdid it, but he tried.
He tried.
At parts, it didn't really feel like he was failing. It just felt like he was going down with the ship.
Yeah.
The ending was good. It brought the movie kind of together in one piece, and I was like, oh, so it wasn't a waste of time. The movie was really predictable. Like we said, it was it was stuff that you'd seen before, but it was a very predictable version of it where you were in the first 10 minutes, I was like, this is how it's gonna end.
He lost his mentor. He lost his friend. He lost everything.
The girl, and then he got back with the girl. Best friends break up. Best friends get back together using the help of other people who teach the dick best friend that he's being a dick.
Yeah. And then there's another subplot where it's a guy who goes to rock bottom and has to slowly climb back to the top. You're gonna rate it?
I would give it 2.5, maybe 3 out of 5.
I'll go 2.75, 2 3/4.
Yeah, I'd give it about that. Just because it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't good. So Lucas isn't here, but he's watching the movie from Hawaii, and he wanted us to show you his review. So, he said, I love the beginning part when they were kids and how their story developed into their career. The middle was extremely boring and titty-titty. The part where Steve Carell met back up with his partner, the story picked up and started to get good again. I loved the ending and thought Jim Carrey did a fantastic job, although his character didn't have a purpose in the film. I didn't like how they were like, oh hey look, I found some magic plant we can use that only knocks you out for an hour though, lol. I would give it a 2.5 out of 5. Also, Olivia Wilde is beautiful and I love her. And so, that's it for this week.
Alright.
Next week we're seeing The Croods.
The Croods. Yeah.
So hey Brogan, what time is it?
Well, I'll check my phone. Where's my phone?